start. Okay, this is Brownie's blood and Brownie's heartworm test, which we can now do tableside in most animal hospitals. And Brownie's mom is holding the camera for me because we are going to talk today about heartworm, which is something that is spread by the bite of a mosquito. So if you can guarantee your pet never gets bitten by a mosquito, then he or she will never get heartworm. I am a bit chemophobic, as most of my clients are. We like to avoid anything unnatural. We try to put the most wholesome things in or on our pets' bodies. So we think long and hard before we want to give them a pesticide to kill heartworm. I'm here to tell you that for me, I do not want my little tiny dog, which I didn't bring Gabby in here right now. She's in the next room. I don't want her to even get one heartworm. Yes, she's on a raw diet. Yes, she has been minimally vaccinated. But if she gets one of those heartworms that can be the size of a pencil or larger in her little tiny heart, right? My little tiny dog's heart. Zach, if you want, you could. Oh, well, she won't let you grab her. It's not a good thing. And I'm not willing to take the risk. So I can give her once a month a tiny dose of a chemical that she clears out of her body within less than 2 days. And I can pretty well guarantee that none of those babies' heartworms will ever grow to adulthood. Now, the problem is that if you don't do that and you test your pet and now your pet has heartworm, well, the treatment is neither benign nor cheap. It could cost you upwards of $1,000. You have to keep your poor pet in kind of confinement for over a month because they don't want you to exercise them at all because the worms could dislodge the dead and dying worms and float downstream and acutely kill the dog. The injection is a series, a minimum of 2, very often 3, given 30 days apart, into the back, right here. It is painful. They give them pain medication. It can damage the liver, at least temporarily. A few dogs, a small percentage, will die from the treatment or the complications around it. And so for me, it's not worth the risk. On the other side, many homeopaths feel they can cure, well, they don't cure heartworm, but they help the dog to live with it and kill the heartworm off themselves. And I look forward to doing that with patients who come to me that already have heartworm, but I'm not willing to take the chance with my dog. If you have a big Labrador, sure, that Labrador could actually live with heartworm until they die, as long as they don't get, until the heartworm dies in 5 to 7 years. But then in the meantime, they could get more worms. So it's just a complication I don't want to have. But I wanted everybody to know both sides of the fence, because the fact is, wild animals living totally organic diet, eating appropriate food for their species, get heartworm. So that's where ours originally got it from. So you just need to weigh it and weigh the size of your dog. If it's a tiny dog, I don't recommend taking the risk. All right, hopefully that was helpful.